Hey guys, welcome back to the news. In a recent development, the Nigerian Defense Headquarters stated that Simon Ekpa, the self-proclaimed Prime Minister of the Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB), will be extradited to the country to face charges against him. Speaking on the arrest of Ekpa in a short press statement made available to news reporters, the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur, had said the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, was quite pleased with Simon Ekpa's trial. Recall that the Finland District Court had ordered the remand of Simon Ekpa on probable cause for public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent in Nigeria. Ekpa was accused of using social media platforms to spread separatist propaganda linked to IPOB, a group advocating for the secession of southeastern Nigeria. The court alleged that the offenses dated back to August 2023 or August 23rd, 2021. The Finland authorities have also investigated Simon Ekpa in the past for alleged financial crimes, including the collection of funds through questionable means. And the head of the investigation, Crimes Commissioner Otto of the Central Criminal Police, has stated that the police has been suspecting Simon Ekpa for quite some time and how he has been carrying out some activities in the southeastern region through his social media channels. However, the remaining four suspects accused of financing terrorism are believed to have committed the crime in August 2022 in Finland. Now, at this point, they've noted that Simon Ekpa will be remanded in detention. Guys, this is interesting. It was previously reported that authorities suspect Ekpa of being involved in the crime of collecting money unlawfully, although he was arrested in a private apartment in Finland, but he was later released that same evening after being questioned. And at that time, the police also disclosed that they have received multiple reports about Simon Ekpa's activities on social media, and this prompted an investigation to determine whether he could be linked to other crimes. And Simon Ekpa is very well known in Finland as a local politician affiliated with National Coalition Party, and he also serves as a deputy councillor and represented the party on the Finland's region's public transport board. Meanwhile, from his home in Liti, he has used his social media to call for election boycotts and support for Biafra independence efforts. But then, my country people, the Nigerian Defense Headquarters said that Simon Ekpa will be brought back to Nigeria. He will be extradited to Nigeria, the same way they brought Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. Now, we know that Simon Ekpa, has been doing his own activities in Finland. And some of those activities, are being perpetrated in the southeast region in terms of him giving out orders from Finland, and those orders are being carried out here in Nigeria, most especially in the southeast region. Talking about Simon Ekpa being extradited to Nigeria to face charges, the defense headquarters have said they will make sure they do everything within their power to bring him back to this country. Now, I wonder how they are going to do that. I wonder how they are going to do that. I think this will be difficult. Yes, it may be difficult because he is not only a Nigerian citizen, but he's also a Finnish citizen. And they will not just allow their citizen to be, extradited to Nigeria just like that. I think they need to undergo a due process, which will take a long time. So Simon Ekpa for now has not been, charged guilty of all the crimes being levied on him. He will approach, I'm sure they will take him to court and he would be trial. And besides, Nigeria does not have this extradition treaty with Finland. So I wonder how this is going to happen. Simon Ekpa is a citizen of Finland, and the possibility of them extraditing him to Nigeria is low. So I don't expect, I don't see any possibility of the Nigerian Defense Headquarters bringing him. The chances are quite slim. For all I know, the chances are quite slim. For now, we do not, in fact, we don't see the Finland government extraditing Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria on the grounds of what? He's yet to be tried, he's yet to approach the court. And personally, I don't really care what happens to, Simon Ekpa. I don't really care what happens to Simon Ekpa. My concern is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that is what is bringing all these talks of Simon Ekpa, sit at home and all of that. They should release Nnamdi Kanu, because the release of Nnamdi Kanu will potentially bring peace to the Southeast region. Them locking up Simon Ekpa, I don't know if it will bring peace to the Southeast region. I doubt if it will bring peace to the Southeast region if Simon Ekpa is arrested, locked up, I don't know how this will bring peace to the Southeast region. So it's a welcome development, but I wonder how they are going to do it. I wonder how they are going to they cannot kidnap him like they did Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. They cannot just kidnap him illegally. It's going to take a while, and there must be due process. So Simon Ekpa, they will take him to court. If he is guilty of all the charges, fine. All punishments would be melted on him. He will face, he will answer to the law. But if he's not guilty, the court will also decide. So the Nigerian government and the Nigerian Defense Headquarters should calm down, They should calm down, because at this point, we don't know if the Finnish government will let Simon Ekpa be extradited to Nigeria, if they will permit it. That is, if they will permit it. And Nigeria does not have a treaty with Finland. So I feel all diplomatic channels will be applied in the extradition of Simon Ekpa from Finland to Nigeria. How about our ambassador, to Finland? Do we have an ambassador over there to represent us that will speak on behalf of Simon Ekpa? How are they going to conduct this thing? I feel it will take, it's a long process, and it will take a while. But for now, Simon Ekpa is in the hands of the Finnish police. I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.